Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wonderful session of the Evernight Saga. We are at session 9. Gee, we're almost at the big 1-0. But before we can get there, we have a lot more story to carve through. And tonight, let's return to where we last left off. Our players had, due to the unfortunate incident known as chaos magic, gone from the wonderful interchanging realms when heaven fell to hell to now being stuck upon a red planetoid covered in dust known as Mars, outside of a complex known as Complex Sahara. They seem to be a good 50 years from their initial leaving point. And it's here that some of our adventurers has caused a little bit, or should I say a lot of it, of damage. As one Magnus, after being attuned to his future-wise pure fury and rage, decided to destroy the outer wall of the Solar Green facility, leaving parts of the facility to now run in critical power and go into emergency mode. Some of our others had managed to find their way into the main facility, one of which appears to be needing some psychological assistance, as the director Ollivander Rast seems to be taking them for a mental scan. And this is basically how we come to the events today. Outside the rubble of the broken wall, almost smoldering remains rising into the air, we see one still enraged Magnus, standing before the wake of destruction for which they had wrought. Magnus! We start with you as our first player today. As always, there are the 3 components of your turn: movement, roleplay, and combat. But I've got to know at this point, what are you going to do with all that rage and near no cage?
Is there any security in this facility here?
You see that there's like a couple of automated bots trying to make their way past all the rubble that you have caused from destroying the outer wall, but there's no like hard security that's going on. It seems this facility is still kind of new and getting itself established. They don't seem to have been here very long. So there's just a couple of automated defense droids coming their way. No people, nothing of that nature yet.
So nothing is currently attacking me.
No, nothing's currently attacking you. They're within range of you to strike, and they could potentially take a dangerous action if you do something. But right now, all they see is that there's rubble, and there's just an angry person that's radiating an energy that even their machines can read, and it's making them hesitant.
I just like to keep walking. Just keep on walking, and if I so choose to cause destruction, if my anger peaks a little bit more.
Now, if you're choosing to quote unquote keep walking, in what direction are you choosing to stride? Are you going further?
Further in.
Like, are you going into the facility? Okay, so you're going further into the grain facility. You see that it's roughly a quarter-mile worth of land that has been sequestered away to be used as the solar grain fields. You see that there's various types of solar panels that are collecting energy. There's the crops along the ground, some trampled and destroyed from your damage, some still intact. And there seems to be a central water tower not far off that seems to be collecting various amounts of condensation. The bots are reading telemetry data. You see that there's whirring lights going off. The facility is starting to go into an emergency lockdown mode, and you see a large metal door slowly lowering, trying to block your access to the main entryway.
That looks like an interesting way to go. I don't try to like speed blitz my way under the door before it closes. I'd walk up and just like rip it apart like it's sheet metal.
Can you roll for me a strength check to see if you have enough strength to rip that metal door off? I mean, I know it might be a formality, but I've got to find out. First roll for the night. That's a 2. That's a 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty certain that's from issue
right.
paper walls today.
That's a fraud. That's 18, buddy.
I think I'm going to have to talk to my interior designer because you just wrecked that wall. You wrecked the door frame. You wrecked everything it's associated to. Like, you hear the sickening, wrenching noise of metal bending against its will. Just, the whole door is ripped off in your hand. It's like it's sticking, like it's magnetized. And when you flick your wrist, it goes off into the vacuum of space, spinning lazily off and away. Because you have ripped off the door. Because you ripped off the door, you got to understand, you just caused explosive decompression to occur in this area. You were being protected by the magics connecting you and your partner, but not everything around you is protected. What is your armor class, out of curiosity?
Check. My dex is a whopping 20.
Your armor class?
Armor class. Dex or
AC,
armor
not
class?
dexterity.
AC? Where do I find that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 13. It's 13.
Should be right up 13. Like, wait a minute. How the hell did you get a 20? I mean, I know your strength is fine, but wait a minute. Something didn't sound right.
I was
On
looking
your
at my
armor,
desk with the bonus.
as you are causing explosive decompression, all the rubble starts to rush into the hole that you have now created, known as an inverse vacuum effect. You are being bombarded by shrapnel pieces, various pieces of metal, pieces of the machinery. Literally, the water condenser starts to crack off and comes flowing to you. There's a giant surge of water heading your way. And again, a 2. No! The water is so imposing. It's rushing above your head, but it fails short of your little aura of rage, and it just kind of splashes against you harmlessly. It doesn't even manage to get your clothing wet. It's just like it can't even permeate of rage that is moving around you as you stalk further into the main facility.
Do you want to know what I think would happen there? You know how
Please, from your perspective.
You know how Zebroy walks through Goku's Kamehameha point blank.
Unfortunately, yes, and we're not sponsored, and we don't own any of those LPs. But yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, that's about how it happens.
It hurts. It hurts, but you succeed. You make it through. You are heading towards the main area of the facility, leaving a pile of destruction and calamity in your wake. What is it you choose to do?
They still not realize I'm the one doing all this, and do they not want to attack me?
I don't think they've registered if there's a way to at this point. They just watched you inadvertently destroy the entirety of the food supply for the facility as you ripped open a metal door and caused explosive decompression. Like, I don't think they know how to handle something that just occurred like that. All of their machinery is just erroring out on how to process this.
I guess right now, you know what? I'm gonna just walk around, kill anything living I see. Robots don't matter. I'm just gonna kill anything living I see.
Oh, I'm going to need to roll a d10 for that. Ooh, this could be interesting. Oh my. As you are stalking along the inner hallway and you come to this large main atrium section, right? This is known as the main terminal. You see that there's a communications hub, there's various droids moving in and out of different sections. There's a centralized worker that is sitting at a security terminal. And you see he's got his back to you. He's got a long black trench coat and a tilted black hat.
You know the Viltrumite shop, right?
I believe so.
I want to lob his head off.
The armor class for the entity before you is 14.
You already know I'm not going to get lower than 14. With my luck. Oh, 15, 1 up. Oh my God.
The man does not even have enough time to register that you're behind him. Like, he starts to turn his head, the eyes kind of like partially widen a little bit with the movement before all thought ceases in the body as your hand moves with lightning speed and just completely removes the guy's head. And it just slowly flips in midair. You have a moment to look at the face of this entity. Long, drawn out, scraggy beard, pale skin, long black hair underneath that cowboy hat that's flipping away listlessly away from the body. The trench coat slacks as the body keels over. And you see a tin badge attached to the chest. And the initials JB on the front.
I keep walking.
As you keep walking, you fail to notice that the body disappears into various motes of light.
Light?
But you just kept on walking, so you didn't notice. Anybody else that was watching, though, they would know. And that brings us to our second perspective. Mirth. Mirth, one moment you were getting ready to defend yourself against heaven and hell clashing as the two realms become one. The next you were whisked away by your allies' unfortunate case of chaos magic, finding yourself here on the surface of Mars. And you just watched one of your allies march his way through a building and leave destruction in his wake. This is where our perspective finds you. Whatever will you do, and where will the punchline land this time?
So I see him lob the head off of this creature, and then I see him walk away, and the creature dissipates into light.
Yes. The former person that you saw there literally vanishes into motes of light.
Would I be familiar with what kind of creature that could happen to?
Yes. As a matter of fact, would you do me a knowledge arcana check?
Certainly.
Do better than a 9. I have a good feeling you will.
Yeah, 14.
On a 14, with your travels in between the realms, you've seen some unusual things. One of the things that you notice is when someone has been removed from their natural time of death, time removes all trace of them existing. It doesn't like sloppy ends. You've just seen someone who was meant to stay alive be ended prematurely, and the rippling consequences will happen around you.
Well, that's fantastic. And you said this guy was at like some sort of security terminal?
Yes, he was. He was actually typing in information in a security terminal, which, funnily enough, you see there's an open security patchway with a camera looking to accept identification.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to put that.
So you step up to the kiosk. The scanner immediately starts reading over your body. You see a big glowing box, and it has the words confirm identity status.
I just start randomly pressing things. See what happens.
As you start randomly pressing things, you start seeing employee files start flipping across the screen randomly. Here's a security guard, here's a worker, here's a maintenance worker. You see images from the outside of the planet. Suddenly, the camera dings and you see your image pop up, and it says, Administrative Assistant, confirming status. Thank you, Operator Mirth. Your pay begins now. And it hits, literally, the machine prints out a credit sheet and a security watch for you. It has been biometrically scanned and attached to your DNA.
Great. So now I work for this company. Great. Yeah, I'm going to just keep digging through that computer, seeing what I can find, seeing what shit I can fuck with to just
absolutely. Please roll for me a d10 and do better than the challenge of a 3.
D10. Here we go. 6.
On a 6, you notice that there seems to be power being diverted off to something known as research and development. And you see there's something known as an experimental bioorganic laboratory. There's all kinds of warning signs about messing with these settings, but it's almost like you don't care. Do you?
Am I able to see inside the room that it's talking about?
Oh, absolutely. You see that there's a worker, like some type of a scientist. He's got long hair, glasses half strewn, lab coats covered in various stains and bits of fertilizer and dirt. And inside these sealed canisters, you can see that there's moving plants, large flowers, like the heads of these flowers in the shape of dragons that are constantly snapping and mawing at the glass. You know these to be true snapdragons.
What are my options of things I can press on this security terminal? Like what things pop up?
You can cut emergency power. You can remove oxygen from the nearby area. You can open all of the plant tanks. You can open all the animal canisters. You can flood the entire area with a sanitation gas. You can open an immediate porthole out to the vacuum of space. You got a couple of different options.
Oh, that sounds fun. I want to open all of the plant animal containers and then wait for like 10 seconds to see the panic on this guy's face and then hit the button that opens the porthole out to space.
So one moment the worker is like reaching in very carefully with a pair of tweezers into the tank. He's going to try and take like a little sampling off of one of the snapdragons, and he's fighting with it for a moment. You see he's frustrated. He's almost got it. And just as he closes his clamp on one of the pedals, all of the cage doors miraculously start springing open, and you can hear the panic. You can hear him cursing. He's flipping over himself as he's being bit at by the snapdragons. And you see small lupin-like creatures with cattails jumping across the screen and slashing at him. You see an unusually shaped turtle that's gouging fire out of its mouth, come charging across the screen at high speed. The guy is freaking out. You can hear him screaming, dancing in pain. It's a cavalcade. You said you wanted to watch this for a couple minutes?
No, I'm gonna wait like literally 10 seconds and then hit the button that opens a porthole to space.
Oh, so after watching this for a couple seconds, you slam your hand on the emergency evacuation button, and the guy's entire, like, even if he's being mauled by and like all these monsters and all of these plants, he stops dead and he looks up at the security camera, and you get a very good look at this guy's face, and you can see all of his eyes is nothing but pupil. There's nothing left, and you see him mouth one word to you. And it is the word shit. Before he can even finish it, the opening widens in the bottom of the floor. Everything gets sucked out into the vacuum of space. All of the cages, all of the chemicals, everything that is in that room is now outside, floating on the surface of Mars. Just lazily drifting out in the intergravitational winds, basically.
Sweet. I lean back into like the chair at the console. And I'm like, you're not going to watch this. This show's great.
You notice as you're hitting interactions, one of the bosses has noticed you're actually doing work, not even realizing what it was. They just authorized the paycheck. You get 1,000 credits sent to you for your shit.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
No, that was great.
That's all the work I've ever had.
Anything else you want to do on your best day ever?
Do I see anything like I can lift from around the console that might just be look valuable of any sort?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you would please roll for me an investigation, just so you can see all of what is potentially on that security desk. Do better than a 9. I think I'm changing dice.
10.
Oh, the one-up syndrome. Oh.
Love it.
You notice that there's an experimental style security blaster. It seems to work on something known as elemental attunement. As you grasp it, you feel that if you were to choose an element, the weapon would resonate with that type of energy. It can currently do 3d6 flat damage of the element you select. This is known as the Standard Tactical Interface Pistol, or the STIP pistol.
Sweet, yeah, I'm going to take that. That's fine now.
Yes,
And
you add that to your inventory.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll say, due to the fact that you've been hired by security, you will gain proficiency in using this unusual weapon. Like, it almost feels like it's made just for you. One of those situations.
Fantastic.
So
Get
as
a
you're
gun
ruminating-
and some sweet, sweet cash.
I imagine you're sitting at the desk, you're just lazily spinning this blaster on your finger.
Yeah, and I've got my hooves like kicked up on the console at this point.
Oh, that's perfect. Look, you did it so perfectly. Like, the guy had lost his cup when he faded from existence, so your feet go right in the cup holder. It's like perfect size and shape to hold your hooves. It's perfect, man.
Oh, fantastic.
You're getting your dream job.
That's great.
That brings us over
That's it for
to
me.
Oh, I figured. I can't help it. That's funny as hell. Please give yourself a plot point for that. And that brings us to Neok. Now, Neok, when last we were here, you were trying to help an ally asking you if they were all right, trying to figure out if they were mentally sound. And I seem to recall you wanted to do something when last we were here. So we bring our perspective to you. What does a Neok do in this unusual environment?
So can I hear all the explosions and everything that happened?
Oh, absolutely. All right. Absolutely. The nature of the Sahara complex, all noises that you can hear in the distance travel along the tubes, like kind of like, sound amplification. It might distort it a bit, but you can definitely hear the voices, the explosions, the pain.
Nyak's just gonna kind of turn over to where they hear us. He's like, huh. I wonder if that was the angry guy. Oh well. And then turn to Itro and Ollivander, who should both be kind of just pacified right now. It's just like, anyways, what are we doing again? Doctor? Was that right?
Something like that. My name is Ollivander. And yes, I see what you mean now.
They're deeply disturbed. We must get them to the psych wing at once. We must know what's going on inside that mind.
What's a psych wing?
You're about to find out, my friend. Please help us escort our young friend along. There's so many answers we must find.
But I want to explore the complex with them.
And you'll be able to once we've ascertained they're not a danger to themselves or others.
I can say that. Because, like, look at them.
How can you say that?
I'm going to point at them, and they are, like, utterly pacified right now. Look, they can't do anything that bad.
What?
Can you roll a persuasion check against Ollivander to see if this works?
Hold on.
Oh, now I roll an 18. Okay, dice, I see you. Jesus.
I can do
I have a
math.
feeling I'm still going to
20.
lose.
I got a 13 and I have a 47.
I'm sitting like, yay, dice, help me. You didn't help me do shit. No, but seriously. Your words wash over Ollivander, and he starts thinking critically for a moment.
I suppose you can vouch for him. If anything goes wrong, it obviously is going to be on you, and I don't have to pay for all that. Means it's a free win for me. I mean, obviously, your friend is perfectly stable in your presence.
Yeah.
So, if you want to explore, please be my guest. But remember, watch where you tread. Not all is friendly here at Sahara. We're working on some truly life-changing environmental experiments.
Oh, that
And based
sounds
on my
fun.
telemetry data, one of them has just gone to hell!
You see him start frantically digging on one of his digital interfaces on his wrist as he starts bringing up a digital display in front of you. What was normally the solar grain facility and water treatment area is now just a pile of rubble and broken pieces.
Oh, I love it so much.
It can't be gone. I just saw this 5 minutes ago. It can't be.
I mean, did anyone stop the angry one?
What is the angry one? What do you mean, angry one?
There was an angry one. He was one of the other people that showed up. He went over towards, like, one of the big areas that looked like it had food, and he started punching things, and then I left.
You saw him attack the wall, and you left?
Yeah. I wanted to see what was inside.
Ollivander takes his hand to his forehead and just slowly pulls it down from the eyes over the nose to the lips and chin, stretching his expression comically for a moment. You hear a disgruntled,
Eh. Well, I suppose that does make some rudimentary sense. You couldn't have thought to stop him?
He looked really angry. That didn't seem like something that would be fun.
We're in space. Fun isn't supposed to be here.
Well, I realize that now because I can't go and catch the stars.
Catch the star. What do you mean, catch the stars?
I mean, back at home, I could always see the stars below me, and I thought that this time, since I was around the stars, I could catch them. And I can't.
the other hand slowly comes up, grabs by the forehead, and starts to pull downward over the eyes, across the bridge of the nose, over the cheeks, down over the lips and chin. Slower than the first time, almost like you're hearing some gears grinding a bit on the inside.
You okay?
Remains to be seen, but you say you can vouch for your friend. I'll allow you to explore. It will give me time to find the acetaminophen.
I don't know what spell that is, but okay. And I'm just gonna grab a trio and start walking.
Acetaminophen's not a spell, it's a yeah, you're not listening.
And he just slowly, begrudgingly, frustratedly walks back into his office where you hear the door slam.
And I'm just gonna turn to Ichiro and start talking as we start just randomly wandering the complex.
Absolutely. I'll give you guys 4 minutes in mute. Please have some fun with it.
Okay, so I already figured out your name, but you said something about a shadow causing you issues? Something being in your shadow? What's that about?
Well, okay, so like,
Is it like a real
there's no
person?
way I real kid. Look, there's no nice way to put it. I kind of accidentally, sort of, maybe in a affected by substances. I don't even know what the hell that was. I may have sort of, kind of, somewhat accidentally dragged a kid to hell.
Oh.
I was looking for medical help for him. I didn't want that.
I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. And now they get to explore the world with you. I mean, other worlds, I guess, because now we're in a completely other place. Do you think they have, like, food here? I'm kind of hungry.
I don't know if I want to trust any more food from around here. And last time I ate something, I got, well, like, it messed me up, man.
Okay. Then let's go see that research and development area that he was talking about. That sounds fun.
Okay,
And
sure.
I'm immediately just going to grab Ichiro's hand and just start randomly walking and trying to see if I see anything that says, like, research.
As you drag me along, I'm just gonna, hey, oh, easy, that's my shoulder there.
Pause. I'm pausing your clock for this. You said you're going to drag them around. You're looking for something that says research.
Yep.
Do for me an investigation roll, please. This is the perfect opportunity.
Okay.
Do better than a 10. Dice, we're about to have a conversation, and you're not going to like what I have to say.
Don't worry, my investigation is not that great. I got a 2.
You say that.
What? Can I help somewhat with that since I'm, like, here?
Since you are there, I will give them advantage. So,
Yay.
yeah, if you want to re-roll that and take the higher of the 2, I will allow it to stand.
That is a 14.
Hey!
I tried to give you nice things, and you say, screw you, I'm going to beat it anyway. I see how it works.
Hey, at least
As you
you're
are
not the only one who got a 2.
Since you were pulling Ichiro around, Ichiro's like, just kind of going from area to area, being drug around. You do eventually see a room that says research. You don't even bother to see what the rest of the thing is on the door. You just see that it says research. As you burst through the doorway, there's varying types of chairs. They seem to be like some type of advanced technology. They have different spots that like interlink for your fingers and your feet. There seems to be like a neural network that attaches when you sit in. It seems to scan your neural patterns in some way, shape, or form. And you don't even know what the machine is designed for, but it looks like it's a perfect fit for you and your ally. There are 4 chairs in the room currently. 2 of them are available. 2 have bodies already in them. And I will return the time to you now.
Ichiro, do you want to sit down in them? They feel like they would make your brain tingly.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, man. I mean, it's bad enough that crazy-ass Dr. Quack stuck me with some kind of needle. I don't even know what the hell that shit was. What is that gonna do to me? Is that gonna affect this somehow?
I don't know, but
I don't want to take a chance, man.
I know what I can do. And then I'm going to turn into Ollivander and just start seeing if I can pull people over.
What? Wait, hold on.
Oh, that's great. As you transform into Ollivander, it is literally a seamless transition. 1 minute, Ichiro is looking at Neok. They blink, and there is just a carbon copy of Ollivander right in front of them, but wearing Neok's clothing.
Oh, hell no. Fuck this. Get a mochi! And I'm gonna, like, reach into my pocket, grab a little fuzzy mouse that I had been keeping in there that I spaced and forgot I had on my character sheet. I mean, wait. No. And I'm just gonna chuck this mouse at Neok.
What is, Neok, what is your armor class?
18.
That's going to be a powerful mouse if it hits. I got to see this.
Alright, so what do I gotta roll
Here
here?
comes the money mouse. That would be a basic attack roll to try and hit it with the mouse. So, D20.
Alright.
Challenge is an 18. I'm hopeful.
I pulled out the 420 dice for this because, I can't seem to get away from it.
Moving on.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I have summoned
Like,
two
you don't,
this
okay.
session.
Okay, so as you rear back, like you have this mighty look on your face, like you get into the perfect pitcher stance, and you throw that mouse, and it just flips off your fingers as you go to throw, and just falls behind you instead of going forward. Like the throw was beautifully executed the wrong way. Like just you see the mouse slowly, lazily falling to the ground in the altered gravity of Mars. Like you're just not used to the fact that you're not on regular Earth yet. So, like, you throw, and it's excellent, and Neok's watching as your hand is still held out. You're waiting for the thing to go. You just watch it lazily drift right past your shoulder from where you tried to throw it.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Oh, hey, a mouse.
So,
What?
oh my god, that's great. So,
That's not how that was supposed to work.
I didn't know you had mouse friends.
Alanoctor, as you are currently in the form of another person, tell me, you're trying to gather others over to Ollivander, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get people into the chairs. So I'm like going out, trying to find people and going, hey, you, come here. I need you for some research.
Oh god, the New York accent coming out of Ollivander. Oh god. Okay. Roll for me a persuasion to see if you can find an innocent party out in the hall. That's a nat 20 from the DM. No. Why this? Why this? Why this roll?
I rolled a 19 and I have a +7.
As you peek your head out, like you see that there's just like this one intern who's shuffling papers nervously. It's like his first day on the facility, and he's just trying to figure things out. And he sees his boss. He sees Ollivander. He doesn't even care that you're not in your usual attire. He's like, "Oh shit, the boss! I can listen to the boss. Oh shit!" And the boss, he sees that you're like motioning at one of the chairs, and he's like, "You want me one of them? I'm just a paper guy. I'm not supposed to be in there. But okay. It's on you, boss. It's on you. I didn't ask for this. Okay." So he reluctantly kind of like rubs his arm where he got an injection recently, and he goes to sit in the chair. There's currently one chair left open. You see, as he sits back, his whole body goes stiff for a moment, and then relaxes almost unnaturally into the chair.
Oh, cool.
You hear a soft tone released from it, a very soft ding ding. We will soon be announcing the results of the next research and development test. Please make sure all test subjects are locked in and ready. The next experiment will begin in T-3 minutes.
Oh, cool. Itcha, do you want to go sit down? It looks like they're relaxing. And then something's going to happen in 3 minutes.
No, that didn't look... Is there a way I can examine his arm to see if he got stuck with the needle just like me?
Yeah, please, do an investigation roll, and I'll give you advantage.
Hell.
That also is a 20. Come on, game. No.
Hell.
Come on. No.
How could
Why?
that happen to me? I mean, what?
This is the one I didn't want. Oh. What have you got?
There it is. Yeah. 13.
I'm afraid a 13 is not quite enough. Though you notice he rubbed his arm in kind of the same area where you got your little brush with an injection. You can't see any bandage. You can't see any like blood welling or bruising or anything from the type of attire he's wearing. You do notice that he seems to be the most relaxed he has ever been in his life. There isn't even a bit of tension in this man's body. Like, he was neurotic and literally shaking in stress. He is so relaxed. It's like there's a completely different person in that chair.
Like I said, he's relaxed.
I don't know. Something about all this seems... Yeah, I don't know.
Great.
Something about all this just seems sketchy. Doesn't
Okay.
it seem sketchy to you?
I mean, we're in a completely different world, so I don't know what's normal.
What? Fair?
I lived in heaven. I don't know. And apparently people think I'm weird for liking a genie. So, like, I've never been normal.
I guess I can't really say that, too much myself. I mean, before I wound up here, I lost my job. So...
That sucks. But at least you have a mouse.
Yeah, this is Mochi. I'm gonna pick her up off the floor.
Cool. Hey, Mochi. If you're not going to sit down in it, let's just wait and see what happens. Because I want to know what's going on with these chairs. They feel like they make the brain fun. They make the brain tingle. At least I think so.
And since
know
it's your
what?
turn, I'll give you a choice. Will you sit in the chair, or do you want to do a roll-off against Ichiro to see who gets in the chair?
Let's do a roll off. That sounds fun.
Now that
You
my
want to see how
cat
the
has-
dice treat you this time?
Yeah, I'm fine if I lose. I just want to see what happens.
All right, roll off. No bonuses. You and Ichiro, please roll a d20 each, and whoever gets the higher number is the one who goes in the chair.
Okay.
The one time where Ichiro's like, "Don't roll high, don't roll high, don't roll high."
That's another
I was
19.
actually about to like, you know what? If you really want me to sit in the damn thing, I'll sit in it. But oh, shit, I missed. I missed the dice tower twice.
Our games are such chaos.
So that's an 18.
What is it?
Okay.
Didn't you roll an 18?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, I rolled an 18.
Ah,
So,
okay.
all right.
Sorry.
Neok, you're the one going in the chair.
Oh, I'm going in?
Yeah, the one who got the higher number is going in the chair. That's why I said
Okay.
whoever got the higher number went in the chair. So after trying to convince your ally to get in the chair, you're like, no, I want to do it myself. So
I just kind of shrug. It's like, you know what? Let's have some fun. Tell me what happens. I'm going to get my brain tingly, and I'm just going to go sit down.
you sit down on the chair. Automatically, you feel all the tension begin to leave your body as a wave of energy passes through you. You sit back and relax into the device as a projector screen appears over your eyes. Though no audio is played from the outside that can be heard by your ally, inside, you hear the message. Welcome to the Neurological Implantation Program. You will be simulated into one of the neural networks. You will soon be assimilated and attached to one of our employees. For viewing and learning purposes, you will learn what it is like to actually work at the Sahara Complex. Be prepared. Your transmission goes in 3, 2, 1. Like the sound kind of distorts on the sound 1. You blink very lazily, shruggishly, as if you're not used to moving your own body. It feels a little weird at first, but as you slowly come to, you realize you are not in control of your body. You are a passenger inside someone else's. And you just so happen to be inside the mind of a gentleman who is thoroughly searching his desk for various pieces of information, including what has happened to his precious facility, why there is damage being layered everywhere, why the telemetry bots aren't giving him information. You have subconsciously tied yourself to one Ollivander Rast, who is having a mental breakdown in his office. I know. So there's literally a version of Ollivander in the back of Ollivander's mind, and he's not aware that you're watching right now. He is not aware that you have been linked to him in this experiment. Yeah. What you aren't aware of is this experiment works on DNA, and you copied his DNA to take his face.
Yes.
So you're literally the little gremlin that's in the back of his mind right now as he is fervently searching. And you can hear all the thoughts coming and going. It's like a sea of experiences. You can hear every thought. You can see every password. You are inside this man's mind. And not everything is good. Ugh.
This man be crazy.
You want to do a knowledge check to see?
Sure. Is that just intelligence?
Do an investigation.
Oh, investigation. All right.
Yeah, it'd be intelligence or investigation. Whichever one you have the higher bonus. That's a 19 from me.
I have a -1 to anything. I have a 17.
You cannot ascertain if this man is mentally stable or not. You are so like it's like you've never had an experience like this before. You're watching another entity live their day-to-day life. It is so overwhelming. It is hard for you to track any stimulus like this. Aside, you have an unusual craving for coffee. Like you can feel that urge building in the back of your mind while you're inside another mind. And you can just smell coffee constantly everywhere as you're thinking about it.
I'm just gonna whisper, I want coffee.
You see Ollivander whip his head around.
Who was that? And why do I suddenly want coffee?
We always want coffee.
I don't normally hear myself talk to myself, but after the day that I'm having, I can't discredit anything.
Well, I mean, look at all the bullshit we've gone through today.
I suppose you... Wait a minute, why am I even talking to myself? I need to get this work done. Nothing's going to be done if I'm just sitting here talking to myself all day.
He starts going back to furiously digging through his papers, chalking it up to just the stress.
Now, when was the last time I had coffee?
You just see his head dip down a little bit like, this isn't happening, I must work, this isn't happening, I have to work, this isn't happening.
Maybe I should be the one that goes to the doctor. I need to get my head checked.
You see Ollivander's hand rise from his position to grasp over his forehead and pull slowly down over his eyes, across his nose, down over his lips and chin. as you hear a disgruntled,
I need to schedule another visit. And sooner than I thought.
It's as this is going on. It's as you're ruminating on coffee inside the mind of a coffee fiend that we pass to Ichiro, who has been watching this all unfold. 1 minute, your ally is just sitting in the chair, and the next, you're hearing a commotion from across the hall from a sealed office. Look, it is muffled, right? Like, it is just, you can't even hear the full voice, but you can hear the disgruntled conversation at a distance.
Why does it sound like the doctor who stuck me with God knows what is having a conniption fit?
What is it you choose to do, though? You do find yourself in this research and developmental room. Your new ally, for trying to find a term you're still looking for, managed to bring you into this room, and they seem to not only look like the man that gave you the weird shot, but now they're laying in the chair, relaxed as hell.
I got an idea, and it is evil.
Oh no, they left you alone. Oh no, they left you alone.
I'm gonna
What
go
are you
spy
gonna
on
do?
the doctor.
Question is, how do you choose to spy on the doctor?
I'm gonna like sneak up to the door and like have my back pressed against the door frame, not like where he
Mhm.
could see me, like off to the side a little bit, so I can like hear everything that's going on.
Oh yeah. Now I want you to understand, this whole facility is constantly under security cameras. So you're gonna try and sneak up on the wall in front of a security camera. So I'll let you do a stealth check, but you're gonna have a -1.
Wait, is there a way I can hide under the camera? Or like blind spot?
You know? Roll a flat D10 against the DM. If you win, yes. If not, no.
Alright. I mean,
That's a 7
Ichiban-
from the DM.
Ichiro's from a time with security cameras. He might know a thing or two about them.
He might. So yeah, throw me that D10. Do better than a 7.
I did
Match me or do better?
7.
Then you match me. I'll let you have it. So yeah, with your innate knowledge of how technology works, the fact you were pulled from a modern time and slammed into wherever the hell they sent you this time, you know that there is an exploitable blind spot under the camera. So you can very easily just kind of crop from it from movement to movement as the camera pans. You're easily able to come up upon the wall where you hear the man literally arguing with himself, even about something about coffee. Like you're hearing him argue with himself about coffee while he's digging furiously through his papers. You can hear the disgruntled shuffling and the closing of drawers and the constant tidbits of coffee, coffee. Why can't I get out of wanting coffee?
Great. I'm gonna.
It's as he's rummaging through his desk that you see something. On the
Oh.
inside of his desk drawer, there is a glowing red access panel with a handprint. You see it for just a moment before, boom, he closes it again, going back to searching. But you saw that. Keep that in mind.
Idea.
Fucking ding moment.
Okay, fine. We'll do it this way then. Light bulb.
All right, what have you got for me?
Okay.
What's
so
the light bulb and how did it pop, Mr. Edison?
I am going to deploy the pocket mouse. Again.
Here comes the mochi. How are you sending out Pocket Mouse? Should I be concerned?
I'm gonna set her on the floor. Try to see if you can find that access panel again. I want to see what that does. And have her scurry in and do her thing.
So Little Mouse scurries in. Ollivander is too distracted, fighting with some voice that seems to be talking. But he can't figure out, he's just talking to himself as the mouse kind of roots into the drawer. And you, through the little mental connection you have with this little mouse, right? You can see an embossment of the access panel. And it's a perfect 5-digit fingerprint. Like it's perfect hand palm scanner. Your little mouse friend kind of shuffles in amongst all the papers and just hides and watches.
Oh, it's a hand scanner? Well, that doesn't do me much
Yeah.
good. You know what?
I don't know.
Let's screw with the doctor.
How are you going to screw with the doctor?
Surprise! Mouse!
You're going to try and deploy the surprise mouse out of the drawer?
Why not?
Oh, man. All right. Roll a d20 against me. Flat. This is a challenge. This is to see if something funny happens.
Nope, I'm using the 420 dice for this. Sorry, D&D Beyond.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, that's not fair. I
I
got an
know. I'm looking at the dice myself. I don't even think that's fair.
That was how many D20s in a row?
Not that many in a row, but it's more than I've rolled in a while, man. So as the mouse springs out, it doesn't time it very well, and unfortunately, like Ollivander's hand is coming on the back return, so Mochi gets bounced off the wall and then lands down Ollivander's shirt, where you see him start frolicking frantically, hopping up, scrambling around. Right? Like he's just reaching at himself in the worst way possible. And he still has a hand in the drawer when he hops up. So he inadvertently scans that hand of his across that panel.
Hey!
And you hear a click off in the distance somewhere. Not in the office, but in the distance. You hear something hiss and click.
I kind of want to go see what that is, but I kind of don't want to leave my mouse down the doctor's shirt.
Oh, the decisions of decisions. Whatever will you do? Do you leave the mouse to its fate, or do you tempt fate yourself?
Oh, no. I am getting my little buddy back.
You're going to try and summon the mouse back?
Going to try to, yes.
All right. Please roll for me a d10 and do better than the challenge of... That is a 2.
Hey! That's a 7. No, wait. Nope.
Nope,
I read that wrong. That's a 10.
On a 10, as you kind of like let out a tiny little chittering noise from between your teeth that's so low humans can't hear it, the mouse hears it and starts rapidly running inside the shirt, making Ollivander scream and hop around before it jets out of one of his pant legs and slides underneath the door, where you were very easily able to scoop the little sucker up.
That's a pea squirrel in my pants.
Oh, yeah, like that mouse just scrolls right up your sleeve and up into your shirt with no problem. It causes you no issue. You're used to this. You can just hear Ollivander's pain-filled, "Ah! What is this thing? Why is it on me? Why do I have it here? Ah!" You see him burst through his door, right? Starting to run out. He doesn't even pay you any mind. But he runs into the nearby room and closes it behind him, not even realizing the door of the room that he sealed himself in, or with whom. See, as Ollivander takes off running out of the office, you're watching with glee. There's no lights in the room. He's locked himself in the dark space. And that brings us to our next player, watching from the darkness, with an almost sadistic grin across their face. Nasha! An opportunity has presented itself. Whatever will you do?
Let me first post the picture that you helped me choose. Oh, dear, Ollivander, you've gotten yourself in a situation yet again, haven't you?
What? I know that voice. What do you mean? What do you mean? I know that voice, though. I know you. What are you doing here, of all things? And what do you mean?
You don't think my ears don't hear everything that's been going on for the past bit? You're a bit behind on your medication, aren't you?
Me on medication? What do you mean on medication? I haven't taken any in months.
Exactly. Your growing caffeine addiction, your bit of hallucinations. Side effects of it wearing off on you.
Now, I cleared all of my tests before getting this position. You know this. Why would you bring that into question now, of all days? You're after my position again, aren't you? Why else would you be here? Why else would you follow me here? You're supposed to be back at home.
Oh, but dear. And the disguise starts to wear off. I'm not here at all.
Excuse me? Not here? What do you... Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm just here to keep your little prophetic group a little busy. And
Prophetic.
found your little situation quite interesting.
I have a very bad feeling about this somewhere inside my bones.
Yeah, don't worry. That feeling will go away soon enough.
What do you mean by that, young miss? I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you're not going anywhere. But that feeling will be.
Would you roll for me a dexterity save, please?
Yep. I've got a high one on that.
That the DM rolled a nat one. Ah! You see Ollivander start to grab his head in pain as various bits of his body start to expand and contract in weird ways, as if something is definitely not right.
25.
Something is critically not right. Yeah, no, shit. He felt bad. As he's holding his head, you see that parts of his body are trying to mutate and he's forcing himself to try and stay together. But something is not right with the good doctor at all. He doesn't hit you. He doesn't even get anywhere close. He falls to the ground, frothing at the mouth as his body begins to contort in weird ways.
I can make this all go away quite easily. Just say the word, good doctor, and you won't feel anything anymore.
You see Ollivander's eyes start to hone in on you a little bit. He can't speak, but he shakily reaches in to one of his breast pockets and he pulls out a small silver hand device. His thumb is pressed right over it. And though he can't speak, he's giving you a challenging look. Now, I want you to remember, as this is going on, there is a voice that is speaking in the back of this demented-ass man's mind, driving him crazy over coffee. All right? Like, everything is being related to coffee in some strange way. So you see him twitching, and he's still grumbling about coffee randomly while he's trying to hold this device in his shaking hand.
I'm
Whatever
gonna
do you
hone
do?
in and I'm gonna hone in on that fear and I'm gonna absorb it.
As you start to absorb the fear, you see his eyes grow even wider, and his hand starts to contract against its will. Like his body refuses to listen to any response. You have taken away fear, which means you've also taken away self-preservation instinct.
Now that should be much better for you. Hopefully whatever this does to you won't cause you too much harm. But then again, doesn't seem like you cared for anyone else you put that stuff into. Wonder what's gonna happen to those that got injected after I tainted the mixture.
You see the pupils dilate when he hears that, just as his thumb presses on the metallic device. You see that it takes a little pinprick of his blood before sucking it back up into the device. Two ends seal off. It falls out of his hand, and it disappears in a small flash of white light. You see the very life of Ollivander roll out of his body as he lays there. What was left of his mind, what was left of his soul, has been completely absorbed into that small device. And it's at that moment that a certain person laying in a chair wakes up, eyes wide, and the first words that they utter are strangely about coffee. Still in the form of one Ollivander. But you see the body is now very much lifeless. What do you do with the body?
See if there's anything of note he might have had before I leave the room.
You notice that he had a very ornate walking cane and a monocle, both of which he was very proud of. But the other item you see is a small metallic disc, and it has the words Project Rebirth written on it.
She'll pick those up. Well, hope this little project of his works out, but either way, Let's see what the others are up to. She just
Now, sorry, I was
Mhm.
looking over my notes when you said that. What is you choosing to do?
walking out of the room.
As you're walking out of the room, are you still in that disguise, or are you selecting another one?
I'm selecting another one. The one we discussed beforehand.
Oh, as you leave the good director's office, you take on the form of a very recently ejected scientist. Long flowing hair, sharp glasses upon the bridge, some stains from working with the various plant life. You take on the form of someone with an ID badge of FERRUM. One Dr. Ferrum. Whatever could that mean? Ooh.
And we'll do this firsthand. That is a 30 on a performance check.
Oh, you're gonna succeed on that performance. It's almost as like no one can tell that Ferrum has been gone. It's like you fit in perfectly. Like you have everything down. Even the fact that he constantly just grumbles and doesn't speak clearly. Like you are the perfect epitome of the man that was ejected from the facility. Where are
And
you
I'm going to
choosing to
walk
go?
along until I run into someone from the group.
As you're walking along in the form of Dr. Ferrum, carrying all of Anders' walking stick, right? A little jaunty. The first person you come upon is a very enraged gentleman coming out from one of the far off tunnels. The first person you see is also our next player in line, Magnus. Magnus, it is your turn, my friend. And you are coming upon, in your pissed off aura, the main facility where you see a gentleman walking up, a young scientist. Little stains from working on the outside. He's carrying a very ornate, walking stick, his little monocle tucked up next to his glasses. Like, the man is the epitome of scientist and class. He is crossing your path.
What I do is I keep walking. I keep walking past him, looking exactly like what I sit in VC chat. I just walk past him and just keep on going because I don't sense any like malevolent aura from this man. So I just keep on going.
All right, so you feel no bad coming from this slightly out of place individual, but you just casually walk by them, right? Do you give them any acknowledgement? Do you look at them? Do you catch eyes with them on the way by chance?
When I pass them, like a second later, I stop, I look back and inspect them for a little bit.
In that moment, as you inspect them, you notice there's a lot of unusual things happening around the facility. Right? You notice there's a person laid up against the wall underneath a security camera. You can hear like there's some disgruntled talking off in the distance from a nearby room, as if something just happened that they're kind of ruminating over. You can hear that there's warning klaxons from all the damage you'd recently caused. Like things are happening in that instant, and then you just keep walking forward, right?
No, actually, I want to do a perception check see if I can get past their disguise with my eyes.
What is your passive perception, Nasha?
My passive perception is a 14.
You'll have to roll better than a 14 if you're going to try and get past them without notice.
You already know I don't go under 14. 22.
Oh, not even an issue, all right? It's just, you understand that they are looking at you. You are looking at them. They are seeing the whole situation. They are seeing that there's like this general aura of all around you. They are keeping just enough distance, but they're just letting you go. You can see there's an unusual little wicked glint in their eye. Not a bad glint for you, but there's definitely some mischief afoot.
I stop them and ask them exactly where they're going.
I'm going to put 4 minutes on the clock and let you two have a little fun. Oh, this is going to be good.
I've got things to take care of with the boss being independent. In sorts, I suppose I'm getting what he should be doing done, but now that he's indisposed, I am taking care of it for him.
What may those things be?
General emergency lockdown duties. Making sure stuff that is still alive are appointed and counted for. Make sure nothing's been let out of their cages. General damage assessment.
Can I ask her name?
Ferrum.
Fair. Well, be on your way, Pharaoh. Oh, and by the way, if we cross paths again, make sure to protect your neck.
Oh, trust me. You couldn't get close. Dusts himself off and starts walking.
I do the same. I just keep on going.
So as you kind of cross paths, do your little interactions, you're walking the opposite way. There are 4 areas in which you can move within the facility. Okay, so you can go to the security kiosk, you can head over to research and development, you can head towards the administration building, or you can head towards the spaceport.
Which one has more living beings?
Oh, that ew. Then I need to roll my secret dice.
Secret dice.
You're heading towards storage facility 1B.
Wait, are there weapons
As you
in
head
there?
towards
Food or anything?
storage facility 1B, see there's a large amount of cryostasis pods that are being held in a certain type of power loop. There are still very much large amounts of survivors waiting to be awakened, and they are all in front of you.
You know what I want to do?
What?
Some little something called mass murder. If you look in VC chat, that's how I want it to go.
Yeah, you're about to destroy the storage facility, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You're finding that the amount of anger that you feel, there's almost like something pulling on it. Like it's taking more than normal to get this amount of anger out of you, and that is making you even more pissed to the point where you're even having a hard time feeling your connection to your to-be wife. But you can still feel that their anger is starting to help pump through you. You're gonna have just a tiny little touch of an issue summoning rage the next time you use it. And that's because you came in contact with someone that can touch on emotions. But we'll discuss what that means later. As it stands, though, you're about to try and crush this storage facility, and I'm all about it. Let the DM roll your challenge and see what you must do in order to kill unalive so many individuals in such a small amount of time.
Don't roll anywhere under a 14.
It's not one for me. Ow! It hurts.
You know it would be funny. You know it would be funny.
If you matched me.
No. If I got a 20, not 20.
What did you roll?
That would be funny. Hold on. I didn't roll yet. Hold on. I
Here
got
it
a 23.
comes. It's not a nat 20, but man. So your anger is so embossed, like it's empowering you. You lurch upward into the sky, seeing that there's all these people here. It's almost like the perfect fish in a barrel moment. You break through the main roof, go down 1 floor, 2 floors, 3 floors. You've completely eradicated the entirety of the storage facility building. There are hundreds of cryopods that you have now left in nothing more than rubble and blood smears across the surface of the planet. And you see, much to your, not so much annoyance, but it's like, it's happening, right? You're still mad, so it's not like sinking in. Blood is seeping into the planet in a very unusual pattern. It's moving in a direction all at once.
I'd like to go into that direction as well.
It starts going down into the rock, into the soil beneath the facility. Are you going to try and burrow your way under?
You know how Samson, I forgot his name. The black dude who built railroads by himself. Instead of
John
hammers, I'm gonna use my fists.
John Henry Irons. Oh man. So you are wailing at the surface of the planet, just digging yourself a hole one fist strike at a time. Oh, that is great. Oh man, like you can just see giant clumps flying through the atmosphere. You are destroying part of the planet as you go. You're wrecking part of the spaceport. You don't even realize that some of the ships are crashing because of your shock waves. There's just rubble being left in every area behind you as you go. I'll say it's going to take another motion for you to get deeper down into there, but you start in the dig. All right.
Everyone in this facility thinks there's a freaking earthquake going on. Earthquakes on
You're
Mars.
not
When did that
wrong.
happen? When did I mess up that?
Oh, so you're about to find out where else that update went because it's Mirth, and it is them up next to see what the cavalcade will be. Oh, Mirth, dude, where do we even begin? Where you did a whole bunch of that security. You evicted a man's very existence. What do you do now?
I would flip through the security cameras until I found something interesting, and then run off in that direction to find a fun thing to do.
Roll for an investigation if you would, and I'll give you advantage since you're using the security cameras. Okay, so roll for me a d20 and do better than a 16.
Investigation. That is a 16.
On matching me, you notice that there's a small on your map because you're looking through the security cameras and you're just flipping through feed, and you see a very staticky camera that's labeled subsection 1 pipeworks. You notice to be down beneath the facility, and as you do, you see there's some type of liquid pooling in along the walls into a crack that's sitting over a glowing stone down in the ventworks. An unusual colored stone that continues to change color with every drop of this liquid that seems to be crossing over it. And much to your surprise, there's little vines and little thorn-like growths that are spreading out from this stone. And this is where you're heading, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Booking out of the room, you head to one of the main central hubs, and you see that there's an emergency freight elevator. Stepping into it, very easily hitting the access button down, as you've been selected as one of the security staff, you override the normal access, and you begin heading to an employee area only. As you go down a floor or two, it gets quieter, darker. The lighting goes into kind of like this haphazard, kind of half red, half yellowish. Everything is not good lighting that normally tells you something bad is happening, right? As you get down here, you see just off into the far corner, there's a golden glow, and you hear the staccato drip, drip, drip. You smell iron, very prevalent in the air. Now, normally, you're on Mars. Rust is everywhere, but this is a different type of rust. It's fresh. And you can hear the writhing of the plant structures that spreads off across the ground.
Am I able to tell what this liquid is?
Do me a knowledge arcana check. Do better than the challenge of an 8.
Ooh,
man, I
that's
cut my
a
last
5.
roll in half. Ugh. I'm afraid, though, you have been through a lot of scrapes and a lot of unusual situations. The very nature of this is still escaping you because you are not used to being on this planetoid. It's not like back at home, where the glow stalks are as far as the eye can see. This isn't magic. This is something else, right?
Sure.
But you are
All right,
watching
let's
mesmerized as every drop gets eaten, and as it gets absorbed by the crystal, more plant-like structures grow outward.
All right. So I'm going to look around. Is there anyone, like any people around or creatures? Just the plants?
At the moment, there's the large growing tentacle-like structure, and you can hear a rhythmic banging noise that's getting louder and louder by the second as something seems to be trying to make an approach from the outside, but they're still not quite there.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to kind of step back a little bit, just around a corner, and then I'm
Right.
going to lean out. You're going to see me take out Punchline, and I'm going to yell Powerball, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb, and you'll see it. It looks like I'm basically doing like a golf swing with Punchline to hit this Chromatic Orb into the center of that tangled mass of tentacles.
Oh
And I'll
my!
be
That's
using it'll be a fire. Fire will be the damage type.
oh, I was hoping you would. I was hoping you would. Please roll for me your damage for Chromatic Orb.
All right, Powerball.
Because you're not normally in a combat situation. I'm not going to make you roll against an armor class, but oh man, what you're about to set loose.
Man, I'm excited about it. Let's see. Ooh, that's good. 12, 18.
Oh. As that flaming chromatic orb comes flying into the center of the crystal, you hear it almost unworldly shriek as shards of it go flying all around the interior. You see plants start to wither and burn right from the flames from the orb. But much to your concern, everywhere a fragment from the stone has landed, more tentacles are growing out. And they're no longer like vines like plants. No. These are actual like blackened, sickening tentacles. They went from being a plant-like structure to a living biomass. And it is looking angry. There are 5 little creatures, basically masses of tentacles with a piece of crystal sticking out of the top, right? They are swarming around you in a semicircle-like direction. What is your armor class?
20.
Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be difficult because they don't swing very well. But the first one's going to try and fire off an Eldritch Blast out of the crystal on its back. First one,
Oh, okay.
that's going to whiff. That's a 3. Second one's going to fire. That's also a 3. Third one, that's a 2. Fourth one, that's a 17. And the last one's a nat 1. Every last one whiffed with the beams. Like, they don't know how to use them at all. They're just being born. Their instinct is just to, anyway, I started blasting. And they don't even know how to hit the target. So there's just like Eldritch Blast beams bouncing off of all the metalworks around you. They're firing off everywhere, illuminating various pieces of the plant-like structure and the crystal shards. You have like blasted apart the main structure, but more and more of these little things are being formed from all the shards. Especially as they move, little pieces keep breaking off, and new ones are growing from the broken off pieces.
Cool. I'm like, man, you guys really need to work on your aim. And then begin to attack next round, probably. But for now, I'm okay.
Oh, absolutely. I could give you, because you used a spell, you still have a basic attack action. So if you wanted to take an attack action against something, you can.
I mean, yeah, whatever tentacle is closest to me.
Yeah, that'd be the one that fired first.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull out my sweet, sweet new zip pistol.
Beautiful. What elemental alignment would you like to select?
Let's see. Let's go acid this time.
Ooh. As you select acid, it kind of takes, like the pistol itself kind of has a black sheen appear over for a minute, and the little energy canisters at the top that denote shots start to bubble and hiss with a green liquid.
Sweet. What do I do for my attack for this one?
You roll the basic d20 over the armor class of the enemy, and then you can roll your 3d6 plus it's the acid alignment.
Fantastic. That's going to be 15.
Oh, that's going to hit.
Sweet. All right. 3d6. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
You killed the first little shard-like creature, and it shatters and splutters and falls, and 2 more pop up where the first one was. They are wounded.
Fantastic.
It is like you did hurt them. They are not regenerating fast, but for every one you destroy, 2 or more, they will appear.
Well, that's fun. Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
Beautiful. Then that would bring us over to Nia. Neok, you're back in the research room where you had been literally taking a little mental walk into the mind of one Ollivander Rast. May he rest unpeacefully. But you are currently still wearing his skin, and you're still in the chair. So what is it you'd like to do?
I'm gonna just kind of like slowly blink as I wake up. So it's like, well, that was different. I wonder if it's true though. That'd be cool. I mean, not cool, but you know what I mean. And just start walking around to where I know Ollivander was to see if I see the mutated body. Because I'm curious if I am now the only Ollivander.
You easily like leave the chair, you pop up out of it, no problem. Like your muscles feel all nice and tender, like you had a deep massage, like you feeling good. You open the door. You see one of your allies is pressed against the wall, kind of cuddling a mouse, which kind of strikes you as a little funny, but you just keep on walking. You open the door, and there lying on the floor, with a puddle of fizzy drool next to the body, is a very rapidly cooling, formerly alive Ollivander Rast.
Well, it wasn't a dream. Okay. Wait, that means... And I'm going to think back to where I saw the mouse. That means it was the mousey from before. Cool. And I'm going to just shut the door and be like, how do I lock it? Door, lock.
Please roll for me Arcana to see if that works. Do better than a 3.
Neok has no idea what they're doing. That is a 9.
On a 9, it's like your vocal cords are still attuned to Ollivander, so when you speak, you hear, lights! Turn on, door, lock! And the door just automatically hiss click. The lights turn on, and you can see the body with even more startling clarity.
I meant that I leave and lock the door so no one else can go in.
Oh, so you're like, you're just gonna
I'm just
86
hiding his
out
body.
after. Ha! See, look, you're so good. You just phase through the door. All right, you don't even open the door behind you. You're like, I don't even want to leave a fingerprint. You just disappear, reappear through the door. You are now on the other side, still wearing the body of Ollivander as your skin. Where are you choosing to walk?
I'm just going to walk out, and I'm going to be, like, curiously looking around to see if I can find the weird person that was talking to Ollivander before he went and became that. And, yeah, they're just going to start looking around like, I wonder. And just start walking around looking for the person or anybody that looks familiar.
So in the immediate hallway, you see that there's a number of office rooms, right? One of them still has the door closed and the lights on. You see that there's the main foray out near main security. You can hear there's warning klaxons going off in this building, but whenever something seems to respond to it, something bad's happening. So, like, people aren't even responding anymore. They're like, I don't want to touch this. I don't want to touch this. But you're looking for the mysterious person, right?
Yeah.
I'd say you know that since there's only one room with the door closed and the hallway and the lights on, you might be lucky enough to find them still in that room.
Then, yeah, I'm going to just go in and be like, hello?
As you pop into the room, you see that there is indeed a person there, just taking stock of information, looking through paperwork, lazily, just kind of giggling to themselves. I'm going to put 4 minutes on the clock and let you two have fun with this. Please, go ahead.
Now, what are you doing in here? This is my office.
Just blinks. Now I know for a record that isn't you because I was in the room as you died. Whoever you
What
are,
are you talking about?
whoever you are, please do drop your disguise. I was in the room as you passed away.
Do I need to take you to the doctor, too? Now I got 2 of you I need to take there.
If it was the real you, you wouldn't be calling it the doctor, you'd be calling it the psych ward. Please. I do not have time for these trivial trifles. I'm trying to take care of things that he would be doing right now in order to get this place organized for the shutdown.
At that point, I am just going to change, but I'm going to just turn into the Dragonborn again. It's just like, Well, you caught me. Hi. What the are you?
Raise an eyebrow. What do you mean?
I mean, you did some weird.
Just eyebrow.
Well, okay. Let me see if I can explain this right. Now I have to just stop thinking about coffee before I can actually talk about it. Do you know what coffee is? I don't really know, but I'm kind of craving it.
Something heavily caffeinated that is addicting for most. Disgusting to me.
Well, sounds like you're a real stick in the mud. Oh well. Anyways, I saw you do some weird shit, and I was just wondering what's in those canisters you were talking about.
Blanks. Things that the boss was injecting people with. I wasn't talking about them. I don't understand what you're meaning.
Somebody said something about canisters. Okay. If that's what you're gonna
Wasn't
be,
me.
then I can just leave and go look for the canisters myself, and for coffee. But first, I want to go see. There was something interesting that I saw in the paperwork. So I'm just going to start coming over and just start looking at the paperwork, trying to see if I can remember what it was, because I remember the hissing sound when he touched something.
Actually, now that you mention it, you see the male form fade over to the woman. I do remember recalling something about canisters, but that was just him rambling to me in his madness. I told him he was behind on his medicine, and well, look where it got him.
You just see Neok staring at you. You're like me!
In a way, yes.
I mean,
I can change like you can, but I am very much different than you.
I mean, like I said, you're not quite as cool as me, but it's still cool to watch. You do a little bit more of like a weird form shift. I just turn into them. It's quite fun. You should try it. You should try turning into Ollivander. It's fun. I like doing his voice. Anyways.
Oh.
I was looking at something. I heard like a hiss click. Do you know what that was about if you're gonna take over his job?
Oh, I believe that was something he had to open himself. I think that must have led to the room that he was locked in. That or something else. I haven't discovered that yet, but I'm just more seeing what he left me.
Okay, so you're boring.
Aw.
And I'm just gonna start walking out.
No. Less of that. I plan on making this place go down with the hell it's already going through. Who needs it?
I mean, these people? I don't want Bobbert to die. Can you make sure Bobbert doesn't die? I like this face.
Oh, I'm sure there's an escape pod or something he can use, but besides, at this point, and then it shifts into Nasha. Hail is forever.
Oh, I do know you.
Now I'm
You're the
gonna
one who
bring
told
it
me the
down.
monster. Hi. And I'm gonna turn back into normal, what people normally see when they see Neok. I know you. You were over in Heaven. Heaven Hill? Heaven back before it did the full thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you, by the way, earlier for telling me about, like, which monster to fight. I still really wish I could have had the Trask as a friend.
Oh, it's not
there?
a problem. Maybe. I don't know what Draven's done with that at this point, but,
Who's Draven?
I'm dying. That's what Draven's doing. I'm dying.
Neok absolutely
It
has
does
no
you-
recognition of that name.
Oh, God.
Oh, you'll know soon enough, sweetheart. Now, why don't you go and have your fun with whatever you want to do? I'm just gonna check on everyone else before we go on back home, alright? You have your fun too, whatever you want to do. 'Cause this place is going to hell, just like us. And off she goes.
Well, I don't want to go to hell. I want to go inside my little thingy later. I need to take a nap at some point. Well, anyways. And I'm just going to walk out and be like, where do I find coffee?
Oh, that is great. So we have, as you're leaving the room, you see that Nasha fades into the shadows, heading elsewhere as you're in search of coffee. your nose picks up a very aromatic smell, very acrid, very, very invigorating in the air. You start heading towards the main commissary, following your nose until you see on one of the little posterns is a machine with piping hot liquid. And from being inside the mind of Ollivander, you start to feel that little tingle that lets him know his addiction is nearby. Do you choose to imbibe in the coffee?
Yep, I'm going to turn straight into Ollivander because my brain's like, he likes it the most, so I'm going to just be him and enjoy it. And just take the coffee and start sipping.
You just transformed into Ollivander in front of a whole commissary full of people. I want you to be aware of this fact.
Yes.
There's people that just watched Ollivander just go poof out of nowhere. And you're starting a rumor mill now. There's people pointing. They're looking, wait, could he always do that? Is like literally, they're freaking out. They've never seen magic like this because they're from a land of science. And they're like, but there can't be. There can't be. Yeah, you're right. There can't be. There's no way. But there's got to be a way. It's got to be the tech they're working on. Like all these people, they're spreading all these rumors, and you're just completely oblivious to it. You have your coffee, and you're taking that nice sweet sip. You're enjoying the aroma. You can feel the caffeine start to flow. This is what Ollivander was on about. All this other stuff's happening around you. You could care less because you have your coffee.
Immediately, like, I've never had caffeine before. Miyaka's never had caffeine. So they're just like, holy shit, this is good.
Your pupils dilate. It's like they've never seen Ollivander happy, so they're all of them are just starting to look really weirded out and suspicious now. They're like, that can't be the boss. He don't do that. Yeah, no, you don't act like that. That can't be the boss.
And there's no way. He's never happy.
Like they're just all this shit's happening. You're just enjoying your coffee.
Can I just look over at them and, as they're all like staring at me? Just go, what y'all want? Get to work.
And they all start scurrying away, like, oh shit, the boss called us, shit. And they start, kind of acting like they weren't like looking. They're like trying to haphazardly read. Data pads are upside down. Some of them have spilled coffee on themselves, and they're cursing in pain. Yeah. You notice that the chef in the kitchen seems to be laughing over this whole situation. He wanders off stage, giant knife on his shoulder.
And then Nyaka's just going to go straight back to coffee and grab a second cup. They're just enjoying the coffee and enjoying messing with people. Because it's fun to be Ollivander.
It says you're enjoying your second imbibement of caffeine. That we come to an individual still just outside of a room after watching all that go on, communing with their little mouse friend, trying to find solace in the insanity. Ichiro!
Yo!
Where do you go from here? You saw one of your allies wander off.
Room! Don't care! Secret room!
Okay, You're like, don't care, secret room. You're like, don't care, secret room. All right, that's great. You heard that pneumatic hiss and a click. So you're going to have the advantage on this one. Would you please roll for me an investigation? You do better than a 7.
I am currently in the process of swapping out my physical dice for new ones. So I am going to use the digital ones for that. Investigation, hacha.
You got it.
What
16. Did you roll now? Ah! That's great. On that 16, like, you are straining your ears to understand what is going on before, as you are like kind of taking in notice, your little mouse friend perks up, recognizes like a frequency that's being transmitted outward, and they just start booking at high speed down the hallway. Now you start hauling it right behind, right? Like you are following Mochi as fast as you can, and they slip under a door. You don't even pause. You just body check your way through the door. And it just opens. Like, it is not locked, okay? As the door opens and you kind of take in, you see your little mouse friend dip down behind the desk. And as you pull the chair back, you hear a pneumatic grinding sound. As the chair is locked in place, but the sliding panel beneath is not. And beneath the chair is a set of stairs that lead downward into the facility, haphazardly being lit by various lights all along the walls and the stairway.
Oh. Nice one, Mochi. I'm gonna pick her up and put her back in my pocket for now. Now, let's see where this goes.
Downward you walk, keeping a hand along the wall for support. The metallic clank of the stairs beneath you. Staccato in rhythm, it's one after another as you walk down, further into the very depths of Mars. Takes a small moment, to the point where you even get lazy and start sliding down one of the banisters to save you some time and some.
Oh
Till
wait, hold on. I
eventually-
think I saw this in one of the movies once. Whee!
It's as you're making your last little slide and coming to a little haphazard skid, that you're in a large antechamber that's been carved out of some of the stone of the planet itself. There's a crystalline tank in the very center, connected with various wires and tubes. And there seems to be a damaged life form inside. You can't see clearly through the frosted glass, but there's something large inside this tank.
My instinct says to try to rescue this thing because it's probably been down here for God knows how long. My experience as a D&D player says, wait, hold on, don't do that, stupid, it could be dangerous. Decisions.
We'll have to see which ones you select, for they will indeed alter fate, as you know it.
I think the smart option would be to approach the tank, and then we're gonna just kind of knock on the glass. Hey, somebody in there!
You're gonna knock on the glass.
Just like gently, so I don't break anything.
What is your wisdom? Like, what is your actual wisdom stat?
Oh, okay. It is a 17.
Ooh, such pain for the DM to have to overcome in this one. Does a 19 overcome? I think,
Oh, yeah.
mathematically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by 2. Yeah, I only have a
Yeah.
17.
Just making sure my math wasn't off, because, like, wait a minute. So, your hand reaches up, and you make a singular tapping motion, and you hear the most crystalline tone that has ever been expressed to your ears, and it resonates throughout the chamber, getting louder as it bounces back and re-echoes over and over. This crystalline tone continues to play, almost to the point where you can't even hear noise, as you watch a clawed-like hand reach up on the inside of the glass, and it starts to scratch along the inside. You see a message being carved to you, one letter at a time. At first, you don't understand the message because it takes a minute, right? So first, you see the letter R. Then you see the letter U. Finally, the letter N. What is your dexterity?
Uh-oh. That is a 19, sir.
You're going to have more than enough time to avoid as the clawed-like hand reaches back and punches through, shattering the glass-like structure. You were able to literally roll back out of the way, scurrying from the shards, as you see this monstrous form start to pull itself from the tank. It's covered in writhing plant mass. Part of its body is covered in armored plates. You see a jagged mouth, billowing smoke. You see 2 golden eyes glaring out with slit sclera. When the glass fully shatters, you hear a warning played out over the internalized speaker.
Warning. Designation 001. Prime has escaped. Only known biomass nearby on Mars. Designation True Martian.
Okay, so I was gonna offer help, but seems like you got everything under control. So I think I'm gonna... And he's gonna turn around and haul us out of the room. Nope. This shit, I'm out. Nope.
You managed to pass the dexterity, so you don't get hit by anything, but this monster releases like a psychic wave that starts trying to fling items out at you. Bits and pieces of the wall and the floor, debris start flying in all directions. But you have just enough understanding of the environment to dodge, dip, and weave your way through it all. Making way for the emergency exit, you start climbing the stairs as fast as you can, hearing this bellowous rage of a monster behind you.
There's so
It
many
leaves
damn
an imprint.
stairs.
You are hoofing it up the stairs, and you can hear the monster starting to chase up behind you, clanking through the metal, wrenching its claws against the wall, ripping for any type of purchase as it just starts clambering up. It is getting closer to you by the moment. You have enough time to run and dash through the door, turning around and slamming it shut with a lock, hoping it'll hold it as you make way for the main entrance of the Sahara complex. It is as you are literally running full speed, full tilt, that you crash into a person coming out of the very shadows. See, you crash face first into Magnus, but we'll get to what that means in a moment. For as someone faded into the shadows and starts to appear someone else, a perspective starts with Nasha. Nasha, now where did you choose to go after melding with the shadows on your pursuit of chaos? The world wants to know.
Well, I've already ruined the thing of vials. Might as well see if anything else needs to be broken out.
I mean, there is central life support still for the facility you haven't touched.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
As you meld from one shadow only to appear near another, you come out of the shadow of a workshop of sorts where there's a large generator currently running, creating breathable air and localized atmosphere, allowing for artificial gravity within the facility. Not enough to be proper, but still enough to have moments. Oh, the options before you.
Before I do a thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mentally contact Draven. How much more time you need?
Look, if I tell you that, you'll be back here before I'm ready. I don't want to ruin the great big surprise. I've almost got all the pieces in place. All you gotta do, finish it off. We already got rid of the wannabe cowboy. He'll never make a problem to any of the others. So here's what I need you to do. Don't just break the generator. That's too easy. Nah, we need to do this right. Make it so it only works at 10%. You want them to just still suffer. Kill them all, you'll leave a message. And we can't have that now, can we?
Just what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. See you soon.
There's a reason I put you in charge. Got something big waiting for your payday when you get back. But first, one last little detail to make sure everything goes off without a hitch. I already hear the painful rage of my daughter Regretta down the hall. You must have her attendant up there on the planet, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Set him off. Put him in the right place. Put him right next to the generator. He'll do all the work for you. While you get to watch and record. I want something for the family photos for their marriage.
Oh, you got it. And she's just gonna poke her head out of the door. Hey, Magnus, we need to talk. It's about your soon-to-be wife. You might want to come in here a minute,
That is perfect. Thank you, because that brings us perfectly to Magnus. Magnus, you hear one of your allies is calling out to you, and they literally mention your soon-to-be Regretta. It's almost as if that's kind of, like, he's outside punching into the ground, and he's getting a mental message, right? Because as Ichiro was running, he went into the tunnel that Magnus broke open access to. So, Magnus, you break through the ground, right? Just as this monstrous creature is in front of you. And you get a mental that it involves your soon-to-be wife. The question is, how do you address this? Do you go after the obvious fight on the table? Or do you listen to the person who's trying to tell you something about your missus? The choices. I've got to know. Where are you going? Where do you go?
So, in under a millisecond, I hit him with one of these in the VC.
You hit who with that? Who is getting that?
What was that big monster you were saying?
Oh yeah, the true Martian.
Yeah, that one. Hit him and then rush over and then wait, where is she?
Okay, so you're underground, and Nasha is technically a couple of floors above you. They sent you like a mental map. You could, depending, you could potentially hit the monster or manage to just jump up through the floor. Like, you're already wreaking destruction where you go. I wouldn't see where that would be a problem, per se.
I have a better idea.
Okay, all right. Let me step back and put on my 3-point suit for this one.
All right, so I'm going to hop up on the monster's head, and I'm going to propel myself off of its head so hard that it just gets smushed under. Just gets smushed under it, and I just land on the floor that I forgot her name. That's supposed to be on.
Oh my goodness. Do you choose to take Ichiro with you? Like, you see that he's like down there. Do you choose to like grab him before you just power your way up off the enemy's head?
Sure, why not?
I imagine it's just
got
one of
googly
those.
eyes right now. They got googly puppy eyes right now.
I imagine okay, so like as you're about to jump on the monster, you see Ichiro's there. Ichiro's got this "please take me the hell out of here" look on their face, and you're like, fine. So you do your power stance. You jump on the Martian's head. I need you to roll for me a d20. Do better than a 16.
Wait, no bonuses, no anything, just straight d20.
You have your attack proficiencies, okay? Like, you do indeed have them. You're a fighter, so you get all those added to it.
Alrighty then. 1 second.
Technically, since you're doing like a grabbing somebody with you, I'd allow for a strength check, so you could use your strength for this one if you want.
Oh my god, that's 20 check.
It hurts. I got hit with a nat 20 on a strength check too. Oh, what is the total? Just so I'm aware. It's the nat 20 plus what?
So it was plus 7. So yeah.
27. Ow. My dice are feeling that one. The Martian's feeling that one because you just flip up into the air, you double foot stomp that guy flat, and you just hear it just going as you slam it into the ground. You push the air all out of its diaphragm, so it's just like wounded, frozen in pain on the ground. As you jettison off of its body, you are breaking through the floor / roof above you. As you are dragging Ichiro behind. Ichiro, you're literally watching in fear as debris is falling all around you, barely managing not to hit you in moments as you're being forced high speed through the area. So there's just a flattened ass Martian, and you're flying up through the air. You land literally just outside the doorway where you see Nasha kind of tittering with her hand to her lips. Oh God, I'm gonna put 6 minutes on the clock because there's 3 of you. Please have fun with it. Please.
Something about my wife.
We just got one last thing to take care of before we can go back, and you can get right back to her.
What is that?
Just kind of drum her fingers along the generator. Just gotta take care of this thing.
I just smash my hand into it. Just rip out just a few wires and stuff, you know. Oh, by the way, we have a stowaway of sorts.
Oh.
I can't remember their name. I don't think I've met them.
Oh, Ichiro, there you are. Glad to see you came back to your senses.
Is my mic working? Okay, there we go. Hi.
Oh, she's
Yeah. I may have sort of accidentally let a big ass monster out. I don't know what the fuck that was. What did you even do to him?
I Goomba
Remind
stomped him.
Remind me not to piss you off.
Duly noted. Anyway, with the generator gone, what am I to do now?
Give it a minute. Gotta make sure that this is all set. And she's just gonna just watch the monitor.
Time is frozen as you're watching the monitors. Eyes are wide, watching for even the slightest blip in the power grid when you start to notice critical functions start to shut down all around the facility. First research and development, then the cryo support, then the main facility, the spaceport. Everything one after another starts to power down and goes into immediate energy crisis mode. The backup generator kicks on, and it seems to only be functioning at about Ooh, 30%. It's not quite where you need it to be. You're going to have to take another action in order to get it to that right, perfect Goldilocks range. So, I'll allow you and Magnus to do a combined d20 roll against me to finish this one off. If you two together can basically beat the challenge, you will put it the perfect amount. If not, something bad could happen. Ready for the challenge?
Yep.
Please don't get a nat 20. That'd be terrible.
Here come two d20s from the DM, and it's a combined total you'll have to beat. That is a 19. That's an 18 and a 1.
Well, I can tell you we've already matched because I rolled the 19.
Yeah.
And I got a 16
Formalities
to
are
add on to that.
formalities are formalities. So as you are ripping pieces and components off of the main generator, you see that the backup generators kick on, and you need to start causing damage to that. So very easily you blend from one shadow, popping out to the other. Each row, you have enough time to literally adjust to getting from one room to another as you see this emblazoned fist go surging through the machine and breaking it in half. All of the lights cut off across the entirety of the facility. All power is cut off. There is no life support. There is nothing. Just the stillness of space.
Oh, and I'll
As
say
it's
how
on-
Notch's little help was displayed. Shadowy tendrils just came from her back.
Oh, of course. It's almost as if an unnatural presence is keeping you safe in this moment, as the atmosphere is no longer safe for human life or any other for that matter. The question is, how do you choose to go home? Magnus, as this is your turn, I ask you, how would you like to head back to the realm? Do you wish to try and call upon your connection to your wife, or do you wish to work with your allies to find another way?
One idea for this one,
All right.
So have you watched Dragon Ball, the Buu saga in specific?
I have indeed. Yes. Again, not sponsored, not owned by any of that.
Do you know how Majin Buu yelled so loud that he broke through the dimension and went to the overworld?
Oh no! You're gonna literally try and rage your way out of this.
Yes.
You're going to attempt. Remember, I told you have a difficulty pulling rage right now because you came into contact with a person that pulls rage. So you're gonna have a harder time on this one than normal. You're going to have disadvantage on this roll. You're going to disadvantage. You have to take the lower of 2 rolls in this case. It's an 18 from me.
Dear God, you're gonna kill me, bro.
It's an 18 for me. So you have to roll twice and take the lower of 2 rolls.
Holy shit! I got a 22 and a 25.
Well, you have to take the 22, but you managed.
Beating me.
Yes, you are, but that still made it fair because you did have a chance of it not going through. So you build up a massive amount of rage within your body. Like your whole body starts to glow from the effort. And you can feel an almost sadistic laughter ringing out from your literal engagement ring as you bellow out this large plume of energy and emotion that is so visceral. It cracks the reality around you. And you see a jagged line form in the air that slowly widens, large enough to fit the average humanoid body. Like, you're just bellowing at the sheer power of unknown rage, and it just opens the door. And as you look, it's not the same place as you last saw. Where once you saw heaven being pulled to hell, there's an amalgamate of spaces. An unusually dual-built land with mirrored surface. One half seems to be a radiant jewel of light and joy and hope, and the bottom half seems to be radiating decrepitness and destruction and decay. Where once you'd left a realm of heaven and hell, now you enter what is being called. Well, you'll have to talk to the man himself to find out. For as you look through the doorway, you see your father-in-law in the sky, energy pouring off him in waves, as bits and pieces of the realm are being built around him.
Hey, Pops, how you doing?
There you are, Junior. Seems you're trying to brook my story before I'm ready for you to be here. But you know what, Dad? Formalities. I'm always ready for a little family get-together. And who's better to get this family together than us? Now then, come on home. Your dad's got something to show you. And I don't think you're going to be too disappointed in your honeymoon suite. All you gotta do is cross that border, little man. You open the door. Let's see if you can handle taking the step.
I feel like I'm gonna get hurt on the way through. I'm just dive through, you know, swan dive my way through there.
What's better is your dive through, you forget to realize you still have an ally clenched in your hand.
I still have her in my hand.
You have Ichiro still clasped in your hand because you power jumped them through the floor to get up here. Like, you never thought to let him go. You've been holding him aloft this whole time.
Wait, hold on, you what?
I thought I let them go by instinct already.
No, man, you have been so rage-filled. Your instinct has been battle. You did
Wait,
not let them go.
Huh?
Yeah, Ichiro, he has kept you still held. Because remember,
I just imagine her hand is like mangled right now.
Realizes no, you have them by the lapel because right now it's only the power of you guys that's keeping them alive. If they let go, there is no life support. You are the only thing keeping Ichiro alive right now.
I'm just a normal ass human. Like, yeah.
So absolutely,
I don't want
you're
to
gonna
die.
Oh, you're not gonna die, but you're going somewhere interesting because you are following through as the man that literally drug you from the sub-basement up through to the roof charges full body through this dimensional doorway that they create. You feel this odd sensation wash through you, like something intrinsically wrong has entered your body, crossing through this dimensional barrier. And you notice you hear a cackle from the inside of your shadow, Ichiro. You hear it very clearly as you pass through the dimensional barrier. Neither of you take any pain. Neither of you are in any suffering or have to do any rolls. But you do enter the new realm. And it is nothing like you have ever felt before. You're feeling constant conflicting waves of holy and unholy energies. Like, this place is not meant to exist, but it's existing.
I land after like diving through the portal I made. I do want to go into speak into the ring and say, I'm sorry for holding another woman's hand, but like she was in my team. She was in my team before. Like, she was in my team. You know,
Ichiro's a dude.
Ichiro's a guy.
Ichiro's a dude.
Ichiro's a dude.
Yes. I myself, the player, am female. Yes, Ichiro is a guy.
That's a woman.
I'm dying.
I suddenly feel Ollivander's pain.
Oh man, that is great. I'm sorry, that is great. You two are having this micro argument on a little sliver of reality that's holding you right within this this constantly changing realm. You're having this exchange of words. Oh my god, that's so good. Draven's watching on to the sadistic laughter. Oh man, Mirth, please.
All this time I never knew. I thought it was a woman.
I, the player, am a woman. Ichiro Kabayashi, my character, is a dude. He is a yakuza or a former yakuza.
I'm sorry. I never looked at the player sheet.
You're good.
Oh, that's so good. That's going right in our outtakes. Oh, I'm dying. I am dying. Oh
my god.
You guys ruined the complex. You ruined my sense of humor because you killed me. That's great. Oh, Mirth, please. I'm bringing it to you. You're the next player on the docket. I gotta hear what's going on. You saw some of the weird stuff. The power is failing in the complex. You dashed off to find things are going on. You see that things are definitely going wrong. So, where do we address you, buddy? What's going on? I gotta know. I gotta know.
Well,
Wherever you go, there's
I was
an
in the
unusual
room
power.
with. Go ahead.
I would say the power that the whatever unusual aura is what's giving you air when there's no power support going on in the building. Just making sure you're aware.
So I was still fighting that weird plant tentacle creature.
Yes, and you are still down there fighting. The power has just gone out, but you are still down there.
So I'm not aware of any other things that are happening with anyone else because I'm fighting this weird creature.
Basically, yeah. If you were to try and make like a telepathic connection with one of your allies, you might learn some more. But as it is, you just know you're fighting the plant creature and the power went out.
Oh yeah, I'm a plant creature. I'm going to hit it with punchline because I don't know any different.
Oh man, just wait till it happens though. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Just promise you don't hate me, Mirth.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That is absolutely gonna hurt.
And then a nat 20 to hit as well.
Oh, there's a crit. You're just gonna kill two of these little things, no problem.
I hope so. All right. So yeah, first is going to be 14 points of damage.
It's dead.
All right. And then for the other thing, going to be 9, 16, 21 points of damage.
You've killed two of the little creatures, right? And as you slayed them, as they have lain down, some of the other bodies start to collect together and mass into one larger form. And you notice, much to your confusion, there's a humanistic face being formed from the flesh of the creatures. And as it forms, a little more defined, a little more definition here and there, you recognize the face that is forming inside of this plant creature. It's Ollivander. You see the entity is pulling the pieces together and is reforming himself out of these monsters. After a couple of minutes, all the tentacles kind of slick into one form. And you see the formerly unalived Ollivander Rast standing before you. A little darker disposition than the last one you had seen. A little more wicked. A little more unhinged look on his face. You see
I know he was dead
lips
because
are not...
I was not there for that. But
no, but you saw Ollivander, so you know what an Ollivander looked like. So that's why when you see this thing, it looks like Ollivander, but not the nice guy you saw when you got to the complex, or even on the security cameras. This thing doesn't look like the normal Ollivander at all. The lips are half jagged in the wrong places. The eyes are not in the right orientation. Nothing looks right. Right?
Cool. Yeah, I'd look at him and be like, Ollie, what the hell happened to you?
I had a run-in with some of your friends, and now I'm going to have a run-in with you.
Oh man, eat it. Okay, cool. Let's do this.
What is your armor class?
20.
20. Just making certain. Okay. There's a large mass of black tentacles that are attempting to make their way out towards you. He's gonna fail. Those tentacles cannot make like connection around your body. He can't control any of these things yet. Like, he might have a body, but he's not in control of all of the pieces.
Little performance anxiety there, bud.
And was the first action. Was the first action. Entity is going to take a second action. What is your strength?
My strength is...
Yes. Performance issues. Performance anxiety. Oh,
16.
Man. Entity managed to match you on a 16. It wraps the entirety of itself around you in a grapple. So you are currently grappling against this creature that is covering you from head to toe in black-like tentacles and thorn-like growths, right?
Sweet.
And you feel yourself moving. You feel yourself moving down through something. It's as light suddenly hits you that you are being pulled. And it's weird because at first you were in the dark, right? You feel the dark around you. It feels normal. but you see light start to stretch out in various ways, and you're literally slinked out and deposited on a rocky outcropping. This entity, though it managed to make the change in dimension with you, it's not made of this realm. So you watch as you are deposited safely. The entity starts to writhe in on itself, flailing in pain as divine fire and hellish suffering hits it before it's literally blinked back out of existence away from you. You find yourself on this rocky outcropping in this area where you feel holy and unholy energies all awash. You see a large Aarakocra man up in the sky, weaving things with magic and tendrils alike. You see a still visibly enraged Magnus nearby, holding on to an Ichiro. And you see a Nasha not far off either, just tittering a little and enjoying some of the chaos and mayhem. Where do you address yourself now, I wonder?
I look up at the Aarakocra and I say, "Hey, Birdbrain, I'm back."
Indeed you are. And look, barely a scratch on you. I mean, you could have taken the invitation a little easier, but guess you like to do things the hard way, don't you?
It's the only way to do it, bud.
I feel like there's some type of joke I should have said here, but might not hit as hard as a certain... well, what's that phrase? You know it. What is it?
You're a joke enough for all of us. It's fine.
One punchline begets another.
He casually references your sword.
Now here you went a little balls to the wall.
Yeah, power balls.
Just slam them good.
Heh, ask your mother.
Hey. We don't talk about, ain't worth that conversation. Yeah, I still see you get a couple extra bucks on your paycheck, though. Yeah. You ain't taking my good day away, pal. Today, I'm in charge.
That's cute.
Is there anything else you want to do?
And I just find like a or something to sit down on and kick my feet up again.
You just kick it back on one of the rocks, enjoying. Oh, that brings us to Neok. Neok, you're still in the remnants of the former facility that is in very bad condition right now. What is it you want to do?
Neok is just gonna start like looking around, trying to find out like what to do. Would they be able to find that? Have heard the yell and seen the dimension door?
Oh, absolutely. All right, with your senses, how could you not?
So yeah, they just hear the yells like, "Oh, angry one," and starts walking towards it. And a very much no thought, just do, sees the door and feels like that wrong and right, holy and unholy at the same time. It's like, well, that's not good, and tries to cast mending on it.
You're gonna try and cast mending on the dimensional door?
They don't know what's going on, so they're just like, well, that don't feel right. Fix.
All right. Wow. Okay. I've never had somebody try to cast mend on a dimensional door before. This,
I'm not expecting it to work. This is just Neok being like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's gonna necessarily fail, but ooh, hold on. I need to roll for this. Oh no! No! God, why? In an instance where you're trying to activate mending on a dimensional door, that's going to trigger wild magic.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to my wild magic table.
What am I rolling?
Roll me a d10, please.
Okay, the 10. Let me find my 10. There's my 10. That is a 5.
Oh no! What alignment is Neok normally?
Chaotic neutral, for the most part. They don't really have morals. They just kind of exist.
You rolled invert alignment. Caster swaps alignment with polar opposite for 1d4 turns. What would be the polar opposite of chaotic neutral?
Must follow law.
So you're about to become lawful?
I'm gonna become lawful neutral, I think.
For 1d4 turns. DM is rolling the d4 for turns.
There's no
That's a
laws for me to follow.
You are the lawful in the lawless lands. Would you like to re-roll chaos magic?
Sure.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
How
6,
about a
you're sticking
7?
with it. Oh no! Well, you're still in the facility where there's a lot of innocent people freaking out because there's no longer life support. And you just cast the Mists of Reyna. Caster releases an enchanted fog, forcing all entities within to make a wisdom saving throw. On a 14 or lower, all entities within the fog become confused and attack the nearest target, be it enemy or ally.
I mean, some of the fog's gonna go through that dimensional door, so I'm gonna cause chaos on both sides.
Oh no! Oh no! That means your allies are gonna have to roll too!
Yep.
Oh no! Okay. First off, I'm just gonna mass roll. Every single entity that is within the complex goes wild in confusion. I rolled a nat 1! No! All of the innocent people that were left over just start violently brawling against one another. Just like they're punching, they're kicking, they're slapping, they're shooting, they're stabbing. Like they are literally just beating the shit out of each other.
At least they're no longer scared.
Oh goodness. Oh no, they're not scared, alright. They're angry, they're furious, they're beating the living sense out of each other. The whole building is falling to chaos. There is blood splatters everywhere. There is broken limbs and broken bodies everywhere.
Now I can say I can take people's fear away too.
Oh my god. Do you choose to step through the dimensional portal after causing this?
I'm just gonna hear the chaos and go, nope, not dealing with that. And step through the portal. Just nope.
As you nope yourself through the portal, as you step through on the other side, it almost feels like home, but it doesn't quite feel like home. Because you can feel that there's definitely what once was heaven here, but it ain't heaven anymore. The two realms have finally finished merging together. Draven, aloft in the air, looks down on you with a knowing smirk. And he addresses everybody. Welcome to the brand new land of my empire, where everything and anything can be real. Welcome to the land of Insepcia. The ultimate wedding gift. I'm giving a kingdom to the old girl and taking the pot for myself. Welcome to the ultimate. Make yourselves at home, ladies and gents. You're in my realm now.
Two things. Since I walked through, do my allies have to make that wisdom saving throw or no?
Oh no, because of your presence, they are safe from that.
Okay. And then second thing, once he says that, like, Nyak's gonna look around and is like, I'm done dealing with this. I'm tired, and the coffee made me feel funny. And I'm just going to snap my fingers, and then where I was is now just a genie lamp as I take a nap.
Wait, could you repeat that? Could you repeat that last part?
Yeah.
Because my audio cut, and all I heard is I snapped my fingers and then nothing.
I just say something along the lines of like, I ain't dealing with this. I want a nap. Too many people, and the coffee made me feel funny. So I'm going to snap my fingers, and then where I was standing is now a genie lamp.
Oh my goodness, that is great. There's just an ornate genie lamp on the ground. You like little angrily use your hand to make the lid lift up and close on top to seal out the noise.
I don't want my nap. The coffee stopped working.
Nyak, you settle in for your nap inside the bottle as our perspective pops over to Ichiro. Ichiro, you are here with all this cavalcade going on. The realms are settling around you. Gods are enjoying themselves. Demons are suffering. One of your allies just went and put themselves in a bottle for a while for a nap. What are you going to do?
I'm not drunk enough for this shit.
You always could be.
Well, that's the thing. I seem to wind up somehow magically doing that every single session. Let's try to go without this time, see if it makes a difference.
You got it. So, going square. I mean, behaving yourself. Right.
That's gonna last like 5 minutes.
But what are you going to do with that 5 minutes? Right now, you're in what's known as the land of Insepcia. It is still being associated.
You know what? I think I'm gonna just go with the people brain fart. Oh my god. I had the thought and then my brain is like, no. Oh.
It'll come back to you when you think of the chaos. Because see, this is what happens when you don't get messed up. Okay, it's hard to think.
Right. God, the one time I tried to stay sober, it's like, nah. It's more fun when you're high.
Welcome to D&D.
Right. Okay, no. I am going to go and stay close to the people who brought me here, as they're like the only thing I have right now.
Right. So you were close to Magnus. You were close to the genie bottle. You were close to Naksha.
Probably not going to stay too close to Magnus because he's probably still mad at me for accidentally smashing into him by accident.
I don't even think he registered that. He was just too in the zone. But you can move close to Naksha if you want. There's also Mirth, because Mirth is also in the corner. So you have Naksha and Mirth are your two primary targets, right? Because literally Mirth is laid back on a rock with his hooves kicked up. He's having himself a ball, relaxing.
Hooves? He's not.
Yeah, who?
Is he a satyr?
You could ask him. That's not me to tell. That's him to tell.
Maybe later. I don't think I've actually formally been introduced to Mirth, so I'm just gonna stay close to Nasha, mostly because she's the only person who doesn't look like they could rip me in half. Physically.
I'm a mute for that one.
Okay, hold on now. Oh wow, is just everybody muted?
No.
I gave you 4 minutes. I'm giving you guys a role play. Go ahead and have some fun with it. I gotta take a second.
So I'm lost. Is this the same place as it was before?
Same place before you got sent to that planet, yeah. Just everything's been finalized.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wait, no, shit. I'm gonna look down at my shadow. That little thing is back. Damn it
Oh,
all.
don't you worry. Ain't gotta worry about that right now. Plus, no harm, no foul. As long as I'm around, they ain't gonna do shit to you, honey.
Is there any way you look like you, maybe work here or know someone who does? Can you maybe get rid of that thing? I don't want it.
Oh, I can try, but they seem to like you.
I don't.
That's more of a little prankster, kind of like I was when I started out.
Prankster? I think this thing wants my soul or something.
Oh, that's what all demons want, baby.
Uh-oh. And, so what was your deal with that place back there? Well, why did you want it gone?
Just needed a way to keep y'all busy till the boss got all the wedding stuff done. Plus, little ploy for other people, not us, but they'll find it out eventually.
Wedding?
Gonna point at Magnus. Getting married to Draven's daughter.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. Last wedding I was at, I got shot.
Oh, there ain't gonna be none of that down here. Anyone tries it, well, either I or Draven will deal with that. And well, I've already done something to someone else, and it definitely took them a turn for the worse.
Well, speaking of doing stuff to people, I think that doctor did something to me, and Ichiro's gonna reach into his pocket and pull Mochi out and just start petting her out of sheer nervous habit.
Oh, you ain't gonna worry about him. He's dead.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about what he put in me. Is it gonna make me into some kind of freak or monster or what?
What role would that be for you to examine that?
How perfect. That would be a passive perception check. And what is your passive perception, Ichiro?
14. Oh.
Oh,
Higher than a 14.
I have a perception of 13. Oh.
So I gotta be 13. Alright.
Yeah, I gotta beat the 13.
That is a 15.
On a 15, you notice that there is indeed something happening to your ally after being injected with that shot. You see that there's varying energy lines going through their body, rewriting certain things. They're growing stronger, they're growing smarter, but there's something else present. As you start scanning deeper and deeper, your eyes widen as something from your own natural home realm starts kind of smiling back at you. And an unhinged look crosses your face. Nasha, you know that your ally has been implanted with the DNA of a mimic.
She just grins. Oh, don't you worry. What you've been given is a gift. Let's just say, you know that fear you have of being shot? That won't hurt you that much no more. Not with what you've been given.
Wait, what?
As a matter
He's
of
gonna,
fact,
Oh.
Ichiro, as you are starting to kind of go over yourself, would you narrate what's going through Ichiro's mind before I tell you what you need to roll for me?
Like, seeing the absolutely unhinged look on Nasha's face has Ichiro kind of like, oh god, what is that? What's that mean? I'm not sure I like this anymore. I want to go home. And he's like actively reaching for the bite wounds, or not the bite wounds, the gunshot wounds. Just like rubbing them out of reflex.
As you start rubbing the gunshot wounds, you notice that there's no longer scar tissue under your fingers. There's no longer that unusual pressure from touching flesh that never healed right. As a matter of fact, it's as you rub the area where you first got injected that you feel something strange.
Oh no.
Nasha, we cut to you for you're going to close us out this evening as we've run a little longer than I expected tonight. But I leave tonight's action in your hands. You have just noticed that something is growing within your ally. Things are literally going according to plan. So where do we see you addressing the world?
She'll stretch, pop her wings out a little bit, stretch them out as she's about to walk over to Draven. All you gotta do, dear, just focus on what you can manipulate. Something you'd want to be. And the rest will follow suit. You're much stronger now. Things aren't gonna hurt you like they used to. You'll be able to kill whoever you want, and it'll feel great. Nothing's gonna hurt you anymore. You've become better. And she just grins as her eyes glow before she flies over to Draven.
As you fly up to Draven, he alights you with a very knowing look on his face. He passes you a singular ring that has the embossment of the Draven family crest on it.
As pursuant to our agreement, as soon as you place this upon your hand, the next stage will begin. So, I have to ask you one last time. As is the tradition of the elders say, we do not break Eldritch law. Are you prepared for the next step of your journey?
As prepared as I'll ever be with what it's already done. I'm quite enjoying this.
Then put on the ring, my new future daughter, and
She's
welcome
gonna put
to
it on her
the
hand.
family.
As you put the ring on your hand, it glows an ominous light before you feel the tips of your wings grow razor-sharp edges. Your fangs grow a little larger. You can feel even more in tune with your allies and enemies and energies and emotions. You've taken the next step. Draven laughs viciously into the night. as off in the distance, from the very center of Insepcia, grows a large spiraling tower, filled with the faces of suffering souls and saved angels. This continuous building of contradictions grows higher into the sky until Draven pulls his arms out wide.
Welcome, one and all, to the greatest thing you'll ever see in your undead life. I bring to you the Tower of Eternal Rebirth, the ultimate way to survive. You'll never suffer again, and all it'll cost is your soul. Step right on up. Immortality can be yours today. Welcome to the Insepcia way.
And that is where we end session tonight.